What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be ranking UFC fighters by their chances of successfully escaping and killing the GOAT, Dexter Morgan. Quick note, Dexter only kills by a code. He only kills murderers who escape the justice system. However, in this video, we're going to expand this to UFC fighters who have committed crimes. I'm going to be taking into account the size of each opponent and their fighting style, how smart Dexter is, and that there has been people escape Dexter's table, like Lil Chino. First, let's discuss the tiers. No chance. They end up on Dexter's table, soon to be dismembered in a trash bag. And he's a little upset by how easy it was. Gets a couple of licks in, but eventually ends up on the table. There was a little bit of a scrap, but Dexter pulls it out. Could go either way. I'm not really sure how this one plays out, so it's pretty much 50-50. Kills Dexter. Pretty self-explanatory. First up, we got Conor McGregor. Recently found guilty for rape in a civil court. He walks around at about 5'9", 190. Conor is more of a striker and has evolved his style to pretty much boxing. Dexter is a smooth 6 foot, 180 pounds, and he likes to surprise his victims by injecting them with a sedative. Let's be honest, Conor's going to be too coked out of his mind to even have a chance against Dexter. There's no struggle, and Conor wakes up on his table, soon to be dismembered. Conor stands no chance.
The reigning, defending, 155-pound champion of the UFC,
Dexter Morgan. Next up, we got Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. He is 5'11" and a bit chubby at 200 pounds. Jorge hasn't really been convicted of anything serious, but I know he's committed a crime at some point. Jokes. But I wanted to throw him in there because he's a straight gangster. Jorge has a background in street fighting and sucker punching people, so with this said, he's more of a striker. Jorge's a savage, and I think he puts up a good fight. Lands a couple hooks to the lips, but Dexter eventually doses Jorge with the sedative, and Dexter gets the dub. Lee Murray. This dude's a savage and a real-life gangster. He was arrested for his involvement in one of the biggest bank robberies in history. He walks around at about 6 foot, 190 pounds. His MMA career was actually cut short because he got stabbed multiple times outside of a nightclub. This dude is a legitimate badass, but I don't think he's skilled enough to beat Dexter. However, I think he lands a couple juicers, but Dexter gets it done. Frank Mir is up next with the DUI. Frank walks around at about 6'3", 275. This dude is a monster human and incredibly good at jiu-jitsu. I think Frank Mir is just too big and too good at jiu-jitsu. Even if Dexter gets him on the table, I think he could hip escape out of that tape and take Dexter's back. I think Frank Mir kills Dexter. Next up, we got Thiago Silva. He just got done whooping the shit out of his wife and her unknown boyfriend. What an idiot that boyfriend is. If I'm cracking somebody's wife, I'm gonna make damn sure it ain't a UFC fighter's wife. Especially not somebody who fights at 205. Do your due diligence, my boy. Anyway, Thiago is a big boy. He walks around about 6'1", 225. And if I was Dexter, I'd leave this guy alone. But Dexter likes a challenge, if you know what I mean. I'm not really sure how this one ends up, so I'm going to put this one in the could go either way category. Last up, we got John Sexual Chocolate Jones, the GOAT. He's hands down the best fighter of all time. However, I don't think he has any awards in the greatest person department. He's whooped on his wife like it was a 5-round title fight multiple times, and he hit a pregnant lady's car and ran. To be fair, he didn't know she was pregnant, but John Jones is an absolute tank. He's 6'4" and walks around at a mean 250. I think John kills Dexter. This is how I see it playing out. John lands a nice little oblique kick to Dexter's old stick. Dexter drops the syringe and tries to clinch John. That's a big mistake by Dexter. John grabs double unders into a body lock, suplexes Dexter, then gets on top and finishes him with elbows. Well, guys, this is my ranking of UFC fighters on their chances of escaping and killing the serial killer Dexter Morgan. Let me know who you have in the comments. Make sure to hit the like and motherfucking subscribe button.
Hit the fucking like button and subscribe before I knock your ass out, man.
I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.